Okay, ladies, this is how to straighten a human hair synthetic heat defiant blend wig. The tools that I've used are, these are from Walmart, just Goody brand 5-pack of styling clips. This is used to section off the hair, because when you are going to use a flat iron or even a hot air tool, you want to do it in small sections of hair so the heat will actually penetrate all of the fibers that you're grabbing. I also used just whatever wide tooth comb that you have handy. This was part of a set of, I guess they're organic based rosin combs at Walmart as well. They're in the same section as those Goody clips. One thing that I noticed while I've been flat ironing this type of fiber is that if it's dry, it'll get very staticky if you don't put a product or something moisture on it. I just went for what was in my cupboard, which is this Dove Style & Care up to 450 degree protection, smooth and shine heat protectant spray. It's for human hair, but since this is a human and synthetic blend, I went ahead and used it and didn't have any problems. As you can see, I've flat ironed it how I'm going to show you on all of the wig except for a section that I left specifically to show you how I'm doing it. So this is the big section that I still need to flat iron. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab and pull it up and clip it. See? Okay. And then I will take my comb and start pulling a little bit down at a time. Okay, and it will require me to pull that out. And then you can use whatever method to pull your sections out. But see, this is not super thick. It's probably like 2 weft thickness. Turn your head, lady. Alright. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just very lightly spritz the hair, or the fibers, whatever you want to call them. So the flat iron I have, I don't know the brand, but it has a dial with the 0 to 25. I just went with 10 for this one. It is not ceramic, it is just metal, but it is suitable for this wig because it is a human and heat defiant fiber. You will hear a little bit of sizzling from my tool here because the evaporation of that spray that I put on will make a sound when it's evaporating it. It is not burning it or melting it. You will want to, with your own tool, set it on a low setting and then strand test on an inconspicuous area. Okay? So I think I grabbed a section that was a little too wide, so I'm just going to do this. Pull and put a little bit back up there so I can get a more thin section. Just throw it up there, it'll stay. So let's see. Starting at the top. Now, one of the key things to know about heat defiant fiber is that while it is still hot, it can change shape. That'll be why if you're using a curling iron on your heat defiant fibers, that the curls will just fall if you don't let them cool off. Well, with straightening it, it's pretty much the same thing, because if you don't let it cool, your bottom edges won't get a nice curl under. Now I'm taking this heat all the way through the strands, and then I'm just taking my hand like this and kind of holding it at a little bit of a bend, and then I just gently kind of blow just a little air to cool it off. Okay, so let's see, you can see how the bottom has a little curve on the end of the strands down there. If I did not do that, they would be really stick straight, and that's not the look I'm going for this particular wig. If you want that little curve at the bottom, you just, like I said, you just kind of hold it there. You'll feel the heat temperature reduce while you're just holding it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this section. Nice and steady motion from the top to the end. Putting a little bit of tension on the fiber will be a good thing. Let's see if it's gonna do what we want it to. Okay, so you can see that it still has a bit of a bend. I'm gonna make that piece a little bit thinner. I think that will do the trick. Let's see. Nice and slow. And then the hold at the bottom. Let's see. Troubleshooting, maybe add a little more spritz. Okay. Now I did wash this wig and blow dry it with a big round brush. Now all that did with this particular really curly wig was loosen the curls. So once it was completely dry, I started sectioning off and flat ironing it. For a wig that is not heat defiant, you cannot use a flat iron. So another day, I guess, if I have one that is not heat defiant, I can show you how I straighten those as well, utilizing a steaming method. So, yeah. Let's see if we can get this piece to fully cooperate. Let's see. Still has a little bit of a wave. One thing also to be aware of when you're doing a whole big wig, and this is what happened to me. My flat iron had been on for a long period of time and it turned itself off. So gotta unplug it and plug it back in because this one doesn't have an on-off switch. Ta-da! Lights back on. It shouldn't take long to be at the right temperature again. But anyway. Let's see how it does. Okay, so you can see the difference between the flat ironed and the not flat ironed piece. It's all wavy. See, there's spritz. Anyhow, I will continue working on that, but just for time's sake, I'll do a little rotation here. It's definitely much more straight. See the ends? These, when I go back through, these little ends won't look as separated. In a wig that comes curly, it's not as noticeable, all of the graduated layers throughout. Once you straighten it, you are going to see them more. Like there is sort of an undertone in this wig. Fibers are moving beautifully. When I'm done straightening, if it's not moving really well, I will give it another wash because I've gone through and sprayed all this product on it. And I don't want it to be overwhelming. These ends are not fried. So you know, they're not fried. They are just graduated with the layers through. And I will go through at the very end to smooth them out really nicely. Okay. So anyhow, I think my flat iron is nice and hot again. Let's rotate her around. Give it a go again. It can be very time consuming having to style any kind of wig that you're not leaving in the style that it came in. So, for example, if you are going to buy a heat defiant wig and it's already got curls in it and you like the curls, I would leave it alone. If you're getting a heat defiant wig and you decide to straighten it, I would just keep it straight, because I tell you what, the curling process is so tedious. See, there we go. Oops, I don't even have her turned towards you guys. That got hot enough. All right, we'll keep going here. And a nice section of curls. Start pulling pieces out. Spritz. There we go. It's at temperature now. Okay. That went right down smooth. Let's see. There we go. I have to edit this video a lot or something. Let's see. It really is key to make sure you're grabbing small enough sections. And it would be more helpful for me if I had an actual mannequin head in stand. It's going to be another purchase I need to make. All right. So that was without the spray. Here's the last curl. There we go. All right. And there we have it.